Sam here.
Who are you rooting for, Daddy or Jerry Cooney?
Other guy.
What?
He's gonna win, so I'm gonna root for the winner.
You're gonna root for the winner? No, I'm the winner.
No, you're
but
not.
he's more
I'm not the winner.
experienced.
Oh God, we
Yeah,
have
he's
to.
way more experienced than you.
Doesn't matter. I got the heart.
He's
You know,
gonna
so
fight for Cameron.
yes, we're gonna fight for Cameron. Yes, but Daddy, you better root for Daddy. So we'll
Cameron's
teach
your
you some
timekeeper.
boxing and go do well in your finals and go root for and learn about boxing after
and see
between
Cameron.
now and your second semester. So you can teach Daddy how to fight. Hey everybody, this is Mike Dempsey and my daughter Kelly. So want to introduce our premiere episode of Dads and Daughters, and hopefully you'll join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Half-hour show, pretty much. This one might go a little bit over because we got some special guests for you tonight for our kickoff. But purpose of the show is to really highlight that special bond between dads and daughters, and also really to highlight some uplifting and inspiring stories of special needs children and adults who have really done some amazing work to go the distance. You know, as you know, many people know, I'm doing a charity boxing match in a couple of months with the guy named Jerry Cooney, who's going to probably clobber me, but I'm teaching my daughter Kelly about going the distance and doing things, and that's what Kelly's done. She's done a lot of great work with her special needs friends, and she's doing cheerleading, a lot of amazing stories. So we have a special one to kick off tonight. But what I want to do first is introduce my other daughter. Come over here, Jenna. So you just saw a clip of the Carpool with Lovey and the Babushka, which was the origin to this whole show. And here's Jenna right back here. And we have another daughter of mine, Gizzy, right, Gizzy? And Gizzy's a chug, and Gizzy has 3 legs. So I guess that puts her in the category of being special needs, but she doesn't know she has 3 legs. Gizzy jumps and does some amazing feats herself. So Gizzy will be a cameo guest star on the show as well. But again, we want to kick off this first episode and obviously introduce the clip of Gabi Angelini, who is one of Kelly's friends she met her at the Capernaum group about a couple of years ago. They've been in this group for a couple of years now. And Gabi's been fundraising for the last couple of years to set up her own coffee shop. And she was actually featured on the Kelly Clarkson show just this past year. Now, the funny story to it is that about a couple of years back, and actually when Kelly was a baby, she met the runner-up to Kelly Clarkson. I don't know if you can see the picture here of Justin Guarini. A little hard to see here, but Justin was the runner-up, but we didn't get to meet Kelly Clarkson. So I want to kick off the clip of Kelly Clarkson with Gabi, and then we're going to have Gabi join us with her mom.
Whose company, Gabi's Grounds, promises a hug and a mug. She is raising money to open her own cafe where she'll employ people like herself with disabilities. So please welcome Gabi along with her mother. Gabi, congrats on your company. Like, tell us about how this idea came about.
At first, I wanted to do a restaurant when I was a little kid. Like, I saved up all my money. Then after I saved all my money up, when I wanted to do my own business, I wanted to do a coffee shop. Then I said, let's do it.
That's a great idea. Good. And your mom was saying it's because you couldn't get a job, so you want to almost start this company where you can hire other people like you that maybe can't get a job as well, right?
Yep.
That is the coolest vibe. I would totally come to your coffee shop.
Awesome clip. Hey, Gabi.
Hi, Gabi.
Hey, Mary.
Hey.
Being our first guest on our show, this is a very special premiere. I don't know if it's as cool as Kelly Clarkson, but hey, somewhere. So Kelly's going to ask you a few questions, Gabi, since, I figured I'm going to hand it over to my tag team partner here, and just why don't you kick it off, Kelly?
Gabi, what inspired you to start Gabi's Grounds, and what gave you the idea of coffee?
At first, I visited a coffee shop in Wilmington, and when I saw them hiring people with disabilities, I wanted to do it with my friends too.
Cool. That's great. What was your first course of action? Like, what did you first do when you had the idea of a coffee shop?
We came back home and we met with...
We came back home and we met with Larry, and he made our coffee. Mix.
Special blend for you.
Special blend for me.
And you've done a bunch of these, I wouldn't even call it flea markets, but different. You've set up shop in a lot of different, I think Kellie and I were going to see a friend of mine, Kirk Cameron. He was a TV star, Growing Pains, and he did something, I think it was last year, 2 years ago. And I remember seeing you there, and I was like, wow. So how do you get involved in those events?
People call us, right?
Yeah, people call us and we book the events. Then we go to it and sell coffee in our merchandise.
That's right.
Where do you hope to open a store once you fundraise enough?
For me, I wanted to open a coffee shop in Raleigh.
North Raleigh? I mean, that's where we live. So Kellie's actually hoping
like
you're
downtown?
right down.
Oh,
Yeah. What do you hope people get from your coffee shop and your mission?
or tea.
To hire people, right? Like
And
you.
to hire people just like me.
That's great.
That's awesome.
No, there's your cake up for the. That's for the new parent baskets that we packed, right?
Yeah.
Now, I was just going to ask one question, Mary, just as a parent, like I am with Kellie, how do you support, obviously, Gabi came up with this idea. What was your drive, or how do you help support her mission and give her the tools to become successful? That's what I try to do for Kellie, is just give her the platform, the tools.
Yeah, we, taking classes to learn how to speak better. And Gabi goes around the country at different Down syndrome conferences and speaks and tells people how to start their own company.
Public
right?
speaking.
Public speaking, and, just engagement with people when he's working a pop-up, teaching her how to give change and interact correctly, and cleanliness, right? You took the Surf Safe classes.
Yep.
So just little things along the way, it just kind of comes together. Inventory when we're working at the shop and packing up for events and breaking down events, and you're learning the whole business, right?
Oh yeah.
Packing and shipping and learning how to do the shipping labels.
And boxing too.
Unboxing.
And labeling.
You've got it all down.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kellie's ready to join you. She's going to fill out the application so she can do the warehouse stuff with you guys. And really, it's very inspiring, and something that, as Kellie's a senior in high school, and just seeing how you really taken this initiative on your own and really taking it. And tell me a little bit about the Kellie Clarkson show, how that came about, because big fans. And again, we met the runner-up when Kellie was a baby and didn't really care who Justin Gabi was, but Kellie Clarkson, that's pretty amazing.
Gabi, there was a video that went viral of Gabi and her former boyfriend, where they met at the airport, and his reaction to her at the airport, he went crazy when he saw her because it was a surprise, and that video went viral, and I guess Kellie's people saw it and wanted them on the show. They had Nick surprise Gabi on the Kellie Clarkson show, so that's how it happened. They just found us. It was all a God thing, not us.
That's great. Were you nervous, Gabi, being on that kind of? I mean, it looked like a lot of people in the audience. I just, I don't know. I mean, Kellie has nerves of steel. She doesn't get nervous either.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how you can rise to the occasion
I'd
when
still
you're.
be kind of nervous.
Were you nervous?
Nah,
Nah.
that was fine.
Yeah. I hang out with Kellie Clarkson every day. No, it's great.
Oh yeah. It was fun.
So Gabi, tough question for you. I've got to ask the tough question. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? Once, obviously, franchising. I mean, we want to see Gabi's Grounds coffee shop all over the country, right? We're in Raleigh now, but we want to get. So tell the viewers how to go onto the website. What is the website name, and how they can get involved to support what you're doing and in fundraising. Let us know.
Tell them what the website is. What's the website?
The website is gabisground.com.
There it is. Yep.
Right.
Donate on our GoFundMe there.
Oh yeah.
Order coffee, gift boxes, Christmas presents,
Yeah.
everything.
Or presents for parents.
Yep. All different kinds of stuff.
Or Christmas present.
That's right. Coffee, tea, merch,
Yeah. And keychains.
cool shirts.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, we really enjoy. I mean, the coffee is great and a lot better. I'm not knocking the Starbucks and all that stuff, but I'm tired of the Starbucks cards. We want to get a Gabi Grounds card. Just swipe it. And any more events now during the pandemic, it's been hitting all of us. That's why we're doing a show from our home. How has that been a challenge as you've obviously were out there doing events, and now events have kind of shut down? Are you able to do things virtually? I mean, I've seen you do a lot of stuff on your website and your Facebook page. Or how are you navigating through this tough time that we're facing right now?
Sounds like we're navigating. The pop-ups are coming back up. We're going to be at Vintage. Vintage Village will be this Saturday from 10 to 3 out on Durant Road. We'll be back out there. We'll be at the loading dock every fourth Tuesday from. We're out there. Check our website for our events. Yep, we're out there.
And I do bedtime stories on Tuesday night and the Gabi show on Thursday.
That's right. We interviews other entrepreneurs on Thursdays on the Gabi show.
Well, we got some special guests joining us now. This is actually a perfect time to introduce a couple of friends of mine, and hopefully, Gabi, I don't know if you're a fan of this Animal Planet show. You see a guy named Brett over there, Brett Raymer. If you watched that show, it's great. And we got a couple of other special guests I can see here. My Johnny Nitro Damon, no introduction needed with him. And we got Micky Ward, my boxing trainer, the guy who's going to help me go 3 rounds with that and show me some tips. But this is a perfect time to get the 3 of you guys. You just already now want to see if we could cue in a little intro for Johnny. For anybody who doesn't know his baseball abilities, see, roll a real clip real quick.
The New York Yankees.
Line drive into left field's a base hit. And the top of the 9th inning continues, and Mark Teixeira will be the hitter. In his career against Lidge. There goes Damon, no chance for Ruiz. And now headed to third base as he got around Feliz. And he's there, which is important because of the pitches.
And the 3-1. Driven down the right field line. That could go. It's going to be off the wall. It's going to win the game. The Yankees come all the way back. Johnny Damon with his 6th hit of the game. Drives in better meat. And the Yankees.
Pretty cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's Michelle. There is she. That's great. And that's Michelle Damon, Johnny's lovely wife. And let's just cue a quick clip of Micky Ward, because I know everybody knows Micky Ward from The Fighter from 10 years ago. And Micky's trilogy with Arturo Gatti was one of the best boxing fights that I've ever seen. The trilogy, all 3 fights, but especially the one that Micky won. So I'm not going to say who I was rooting for, but let's say the Irish guys, we got to stick together. So you guys can.
You know, you dream of fights like this, but very seldom do they live up to the expectation. This is even more than you could dream of. Just imagine if you bought a ticket. Stop it, Frank. You can stop it any time. Arturo Gatti's out on his feet. Frank Cappuccino's going to let him keep going.
Gatti doesn't even have the strength to.
Great stuff. Well, I want to talk first about Johnny and Michelle. And Johnny especially, he's a great dad, 8 kids, 6 with Michelle. I'm going to get the names right. Devin, Danica, let's see if I remember, Driana, Dasha, Delilah, and Baby Dash, our little buddy, right, Kelly? That's your favorite. Baby Dash and Kelly are the best buddies from time they spent at their house. And Johnny's also a big philanthropist. I mean, the Johnny Damon Foundation does amazing work in Central Florida, helps underprivileged special need kids as well. And Johnny, why don't you talk a little bit about your charity? And then I want to get to Micky and what he's doing with Team Micky Ward Charities as well. Both of you guys are doing incredible work, and Brett too.
Yeah, well, great seeing you all. I know Micky has been to my golf tournament so many times, and thank you so much. I know I've only been to yours once. We need to work it out and make sure the dates are perfect. But, you know, giving back is what we have always done. And I didn't grow up with much. So I do want to give back as much as I can and make sure these kids have a opportunity to strive, just like I did, because it is very expensive for these kids to play sports now or to be involved socially. So we need to do our part, and that's exactly what Michelle and I are doing.
Well, when we came up with the idea for this show, I could tell you I said, Kelly, you picked the celebrity. You know, I know a lot of the big names out there. You picked the 3 people that you want on your first episode. And we know, obviously, Gabi was the first person she went for. When I said, what about celebrities with foundations? And Johnny, you, Micky, and Brett were the 3 people that she just went right for. So I said, I can pull. And they all know each other through the circles. So I figured, what a special, cool thing. So I want to thank you for being on the show and talk a little bit about, like, again, the golf outing we do every year. Micky's always there. And Brett's going to definitely be there because I need Brett there Super Bowl week in Tampa to hang out with me. And we got to be for that. So tell us about a little bit about not just the golf outing, but some of the other things you do, because you're always out there doing tremendous things with the foundation.
Brett, we need our Cowboys to show up and play.
Yes, sir, we do.
Claim them, but our Cowboys are scuffling, especially against the Giants. I mean, I love the Giants.
Not talking about that.
They are not my number 1 team. They're like number 3 or 4, somewhere around there.
Well, Mickey's a Patriots fan, so we're not going to go there without Tom Brady. We're not going to bash the Patriots today. Another day. I'm a Jet fan, so I've had a rough day. It's not good.
You've had a rough livelihood. Not a day.
Yeah. Thank God I know Joe Namath. That's the only Jet thing that's really cool is I know Joe, right, Johnny? We go to Joe's every year. But other than that, there's no Jet highlights except for us knowing Joe Namath. So
yes, and Marta Dimes, I mean, he's trying to put on his golf tournaments, but they are not letting him do it, which is absolutely crazy. Like, we really need to take care of these kids and these charities, and every politician needs to say that is okay to do, because, I mean, there's a lot of people missing out on the great benefits that Joe Namath's foundation does, and let's get rolling. Let's live life. Let's go.
Well, Team Micky Ward Charities, I want to hand over to you, Micky. I mean, Micky, besides being such a great boxer and trainer, by the way, got this guy in shape, 6 rounds in a ring, and I'm still hurting. I mean, Micky, you came up with this concept many, many years ago with Jerry and Rick, and you got a great foundation support from your family, close friends, those guys. I love talking to Jerry and Rick, and they're really the backbone behind your. But I mean, you have done a lot of stuff out of Lowell, Massachusetts, and talk about your involvement in the community and what you do to get back. And you also told me a story this morning. I think it was Rob who has cerebral palsy. Tell me a little bit about that story and how you were able to mentor.
My godson.
Yeah.
Yeah, my godson has CP, and one day we brought him to the gym, me and my brother Dickie, and we had him on. He was in a wheelchair his whole life, pretty much. And they got him out of the wheelchair and said, Ray, just do a few steps across the ring, throw punches or whatever. He tried it, walked 1 step, he couldn't do it. In 4 months' time, he's doing 5 rounds nonstop out of the wheelchair. And it's incredible, you know, the things you can do if you push yourself, or, you know, he never had that confidence to get out of the chair, you know, until we let him try it, you know, and to this, not right now, he's walking 2 miles on a treadmill, he's lifting weights, he's doing like 50 pull-ups at a time. It's incredible what he's doing now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I want to also ask Mr. Damon there about, he was on a recent episode of an episode called Below Deck Mediterranean. I don't know, season 5, or Michelle. I don't know who was the star. I don't know if it was you or Johnny, but I wasn't invited. I got to get on the next episode because, you know, there was a time when, well, I'll tell you, I'm going to grab Brett here. So Brett used to do all these episodes with all you guys, and I never got all the invites to Chris Jericho, Johnny's. So they said, well, I got to come out when you're doing the next big thing. So it was October 1st weekend of 2017 that he was doing an engagement episode. And I got on for what I think it was a few seconds, but I happened to be at the Mandalay Bay the night of that big shooting. So I don't know. That wasn't very good luck. So maybe if I go out to Mediterranean with you guys, maybe the boat's going to sink. I don't know. I may be bad luck. So maybe you don't invite me for that one, but yeah, that wasn't. So I was on tank for a few seconds, I think, Brett, but it's all good. So I want to be in your next show, but Mediterranean, you guys. And by the way, Johnny, Dancing with the Stars, you know, Emma Slater. I mean, I know that my daughter and I met. Yeah, as a picture, I don't know if you guys can see, but I met Emma a couple of years ago. She said I was a better dancer. So I don't know.
Well, that's very easy to say, especially since I was off the first week. I think it was totally biased. I understand. I am not a great dancer, but I held my own. So
I thought you did awesome.
I did do awesome. And
I think you needed more alcohol. I think if you drink, yeah.
On the next
Well, Brett, talk about Las Vegas. What are you doing out there? Tanked. You know, we had 15 seasons we got to watch of that show, and you got to do great ice sort myself in Johnny's house. We did for him. I want to cue a clip of that if the producers can put that on real quick. That was a really cool episode.
You guys ready to see the family tank? All right, let's check it out.
Hey, let's check this out, girls.
It's awesome, huh?
Oh, look at the heart.
It's hard to
J
say which
plus
one.
M.
And we also, on the other side, we also got all the kids' initials as well. We got the clownfish in here. You see how they're all hanging out like a family?
Yeah.
We got you guys. These are non-aggressive fish. You got some damsels in here. You got a.
These are the nice fish.
You got a Bellis angel right there. This is a gold rim tang and a Naso tang right there. These guys right here. See these guys? These guys are called Heniacus butterflies.
It's like the butterfly of the water.
We also have the blue tang up top. You guys see that up top, right?
Do you girls love it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It is more than great. It is amazing.
Yeah, huh? High five. All right.
Yeah.
Ah, there's Davey. That's what we were looking for. Hey, little buddy. Kelly?
Gosh, you were in my belly during that show.
That's right.
That was the big reveal.
Yeah. It's my little buddy. Remember at the pool we were Yeah.
Yeah, so Vegas is quiet right now. You know, I kind of left the aquarium business a couple years ago. Just got a little burnt out on it, and I'm actually working on a couple of projects in regards to the aquarium business. We're working on a virtual maintenance training program, basically to teach people and kids how to maintain their aquariums virtually. So it's actually me talking to you. But other than that, Vegas is pretty quiet. You know, the entertainment industry is shot down here in Vegas. The convention business is closed. So, you know, we're just playing it safe, taking it easy, hanging out with the family.
I want the Raiders tickets, Brett, because, you know, they beat the Chiefs today. Big win for the Raiders. We know Mark Bedane. We know Mark Davis. Remember, we were at an event with those guys. So I need some tickets to come out there next season, I'm hoping. So, and you got to treat Johnny as well and Micky as well. He wants to come out to Vegas, right, for some fights.
Well, you know, I got 6 seats, and the stadium's amazing. And hopefully it'll be open next year. Hopefully we'll be back on track. You know, it's terrible that we don't have really in-person sports. You know, it feels like all the entertainment's gone, like, you know, everything in person, but doing the best we can, you know, watching it on TV, you know.
That's great. Well, Micky's been doing some training too. You know, Micky actually trained this old 49-year-old guy who's trying to get in the ring. And I don't know, I think that looks okay, but what do you think? I got to move the footwork better, but, you know, at least I'm in shape. I can't say I have any boxing real skills yet, but I don't know if the guys can cue up the little clip of me and Micky a couple of months ago. Kellie was doing the video, actually, so let's see it.
You're crazy. You're going to fight.
Well, that wore me out. He's saying Rocky, whatever he hits, he destroys. I don't know about that, but I think I had a pretty good right. What do you think, Micky? You have any tips?
Sure. Yeah, you did. You did. As long as you didn't get tired, you're all set.
Well, the problem with Johnny was taunting Jerry Technique a couple of videos. Yeah, there you go. But Johnny was taunting Jerry in a few videos, and I showed it to Jerry, and Jerry took it very personal. So I don't know if I can have Johnny come to the fight now because Jerry says he wants to challenge Johnny for the next meet event for his next fight night. So I don't know about that.
I
don't know.
He's going to put me in.
I am a lover.
There we go. That's good.
Johnny, you got one more in you. Johnny, one more in you.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about that, guys. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
fight. I'm a peaceful guy. I can handle my business.
I know
Right.
that.
Well, Mickey's been
Should take
training a
care
lot
of
of guys on Monday nights too, right, Mickey? You're doing training with Storm. You're doing the training, Mickey, Monday nights at your gym, Box and Burn, right? You're doing that. I saw some group workouts, so you're training at least doing
Yeah,
group
my
training.
nephew Sean's gym. Yes, yeah, Monday nights and Wednesday night. Yeah.
Good. Well, I got to get back up there. I need to stay in shape. I've been doing stuff with Larry Holmes, Antonio Tarver, so I'm trying to get all the tips. I don't know if it's going to help me. What do you think, Kelly? Kelly's rooting for me. My daughter Jenna. I don't know if you saw the opening clip of the. Jenna keeps saying. I said, Jenna, who's going to win the fight? She goes, the other guy. I said, who are you rooting for? She goes, the other guy. I'm like, why are you rooting for the other guy? Well, I want to win some money. I'm like, you got to root for the underdog. The underdog. So I don't know, but we'll see if I go to 3 rounds, and we'll see if I can make it. But the whole theme of that, guys, go. There we go. Look at those guns.
Yeah.
The whole theme is going the distance. I tell Kelly all the time, and you guys can relate to it. And every one of you guys on the show, and I know Brett since he had hair. Since we were teenagers, right, Brett?
Yeah.
Brett's an overachiever, and there he is, ridiculous. Yeah. And really, the whole thing about going the distance is really being overachievers in life. And Kelly is doing a lot of amazing things, just like Gabi Angelini, who was on the show earlier. And Johnny, you've been an overachiever, 18 years in the major leagues. To me, a Hall of Famer. And Yankees, Red Sox, World Series championships, and Mickey. Nobody will ever match what you did in your career. And to me, you are in my Hall of Fame as a person, as a former boxer, and like I said, and you guys are all incredible dads. And that's the theme there too. And that's another thing. So being philanthropists and fathers, I think being that for our kids is really what makes me think more of you guys, not just what you do on the field, but off the field, and how you react with Kelly. I mean, I'll tell you, when I first brought Kelly to Johnny's golf event, besides Johnny and you, Michelle, Micky came over with Rick and Jerry. I mean, made her feel like $1 million. And that's why we wanted to have you guys on the show. And Brett, you too, when you did a Sweet 16 video for Kelly and always there. I mean, that's the stuff that makes you guys legends in my book. So I appreciate you guys are like family, and we can't wait to get to Orlando, go back in that pool and have some fun. And Baby Dash, right? Where is Baby Dash? We don't see him. He's hiding out. I guess I see he got a new zip line, Michelle, for Dash. So that's looking really good. Yeah, their house is incredible. By the way, you should have seen their what was it, the guest house for the last golf outing you had, the one that was in Disney property. I was trying to find the bathroom. I need like a GPS. There was like so many rooms, and he had everybody from different walks of life. We had Larry Walker in one room. We had Chris Kirkpatrick, and Grant Fuhrer. I mean, everywhere you walked, it was somebody else's room, but I couldn't find a bathroom. So it was like I kept walking, going on Google Maps. I'm like, where's the damn bathroom? So pretty crazy. But can't wait February 2nd, 3rd. I think Johnny is the golf outing, right, this year? Is that right?
The 3rd and the 4th. Right before the Super Bowl, which hopefully they open it up to all the fans, because Florida's been absolutely amazing. And right, Danica? Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to get back to it. Johnny, I know you cut your hair, Johnny, or that's just you got your hair back, but I mean, you haven't cut your hair in a while. It looks like you still haven't.
Well, he was in the pool, so
there we go. That's a Johnny we know. That's a little caveman throwback for good, but but Michelle, that was great. Love this show. Just want to be on the next, Mediterranean below deck. I got to be on that and make sure he behaves himself. I saw a lot of drinking going on, and we can't have that. So he needs somebody to watch him, keep him in order. So
it's a lot of fun. So.
A lot of fun. It was hot the last time, so that was really good.
Yep.
Hot food.
Brett, I'm going to be in Vegas a couple times next year. I'm making up for all the lack of travel I've done this year, next year. So all you guys, a lot of Mike Dempsey, but I want to thank everybody again for being on the show next week. And and Gabi, yes, Gabi, hopefully she's still on. I don't know if she stayed on or not. Oh, okay, great. And next week we're going to have Kelly's other friend, Maddie, who has Williams syndrome and has a congenital heart defect, and her incredible story. And we're going to have some other Yankee special guests. I'm not going to tip it off who those guys are, but a couple of Yankee legends and also a former Jets legend is going to be joining us as well, who has an incredible foundation that does Make-A-Wish kind of stuff for kids like Maddie. So can't wait for you guys to all join next week. And I want to thank Johnny Nitro, Damon, Irish Board, Gabi, Angelini, Raymer, and thank the producers, Steve and Charlie, for everything they've done to make this a success. So we'll be signing off and hope you guys can all join us next week.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Take care. Bye, Johnny.
All right, buddy. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
guys. All right, take care, guys. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Brett, let's jump off the cliff.